Hey, greetings, everyone. This is Robert with Mr. Texas Real Estate. Thanks for joining us. Let me just ask you, like always, make sure you go down below, hit the like, the subscribe button, leave a comment. We're going to start a contest next month for those that are leaving comments and engaging with us. So get in the habit right now and just say hello. All right. So today we've got two big skills that folks need to be successful in what we do, and that's buying and hold real estate. Maybe we're talking to folks that want to be landlords, that want to understand and take advantage of holding real estate. So make sure you stay to the end because we've got those two big skills we're going to be talking about. But first, we got a couple events coming up. We'll be in California. We've really started our California meetups, right? So we're going to be hitting our list, making sure that you guys are signing up for our meetups out there. We're in Burbank, Long Beach, and Irvine. So love to see you out there as well. Remember, we have a 2-day class that we'll be doing one more time this year. And then for sure, we'll be back at the first quarter next year doing another 2 days. So every quarter, we're going to be there. All right, let's talk about those two main skills. And we talk about this a lot in our webinars, but it's the truth. So Jason and I have been running a mastermind for about 4 years now. And we've watched people. And one of the things that we have determined is, hey, we can see someone come in and we onboard them, right? There's a whole bunch of education that we want to get them and get them up to speed. And in that first month, you'll see how aggressive they are. And we typically say by the first 90 days, we can figure out if they're going to be successful or not. Right. And maybe 120, whatever. Some people are a little slow, but really in that first 90 days, we understand how successful they're going to be. And it's because we've come down and we've watched two really important skill sets mature in our investors. And the folks that have both of them, go crazy. Those are the rookie of the year, right? Like right now we have a guy in our mastermind. He's been really since, I'd say June in Arizona. He kind of saw it, talked to me a little bit more, and he's like, okay, I'm going for it. He came on our cruise and said, I want to have 10 doors by June of 2024. And as soon as he made that commitment, within 4 weeks, he has 5 in the pipeline, right? Like by the time this goes out there after our editing, he'll have closed on at least 3, if not all 5. So he's halfway through his goal and will probably finish up his goal by the end of the year, right? So by the end of the year, he'll have 10 and he'll have shortened that 1-year process down to 6 months. And it's because of the two skill sets that we notice are traits of folks that are very, very successful. So the first skill set is focus. You got to be focused. You got to focus in on the tasks at hand. Now, we talk about the S curve, right? Our rookies of the year, our guys that are really crushing it, they're going to experience an S curve. So what does that mean? That means they're going to be a little timid on that first one. May not feel all that comfortable, but they're going to do it anyway. Then they're going to get into the second one. And okay, wow, well, hey, this just seems like the first one. Yeah, we tell you all the time, real estate as a landlord is really, pretty simple process. Now, it's not easy because if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it. But for sure, there's a very simple process. And so once they realize by the third one, like, hey, this is the same process for all of them, we're like, yes. He's like, I just keep sending the money over here to the appraiser. Yes. And then he turns around and report. Yes. And then it goes to underwriting. Yes. And she asks questions. Yes. Oh, well, okay. I don't know what I was scared about. I'm like, yeah, I don't know either. And that's at that bottom of that S curve. Then they take off, right? Because they figured out the resources, or they had resources going into these deals, and they're able to really accelerate. We've watched folks buy 11 doors their first year. I think that's the max, 11 doors in the first year. And we've had, I think, 6 people, somewhere between 9 and 11, like 6 people just really go out and do it. And others a little more cautious. They may buy one or two or three the first year, but once they repeat that process, and when you get to that third transaction, then you're like, oh, I got it. This is pretty cookie cutter. Yes, it is. And so for them, they're able to take that number one skill that we talk about, focus, and focus on the transaction. All right, what do you need? We need this. Okay, I'm going to get that to you right now. What else do you need? Well, we need this. Okay, I'm going to get that to you right now. Excellent. We need to wire this over here. Great. I'm going to do that right now. There's intense focus, right? Intense focus for small periods of time. And then they jump in and like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go. Hey, I'm ready to do the next one. Great. Hey, and I already have this lined up. I have this lined up and I'm talking to this person. Fantastic. Because I'm focusing in on the transaction. And they're not letting other distractions happen. Now, even if you're an entrepreneur, you're starting another business and all that stuff, you cannot allow those distractions in. And I always say there are some big problems trying to stay focused. And one of them is the time thief. Okay. The time thief is well-meaning, probably a nice person, a friend, a family man, right? But for some reason, they seem to like to talk about their issues and their problems and help that they need on your time. And as horrible as this might sound, is you've got to cut them out. When you're focused on the transaction, on the real estate transaction, you've got to cut them out. Another way to say it is you've just got to kind of get away from the folks around you that aren't in the same world that you're in. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go do that. That's fantastic. We want to wish you the very best. This is all good. And then it's like, oh, and I need this. And, oh, can you help me with this? And, oh, I got a problem with this. And, oh, this is happening. And you're like, man, I just got to stay focused on real estate. So watch out for those time thieves, right? Don't let other people's problems become your problems, right? That is a big thing. Don't let them become your problems. And again, sometimes when we're looking for distractions, we're like, oh, I can help you with this. And, oh, I know who, and you're trying to be helpful, but all of a sudden now someone else's burden is yours. That's not good. And that will be a distraction for you while you're trying to get transactions done. There's all the other stuff out there, right? Like we use social media for marketing, but man, I'm not taking pictures of my meals anymore or talking about my vacations or the car or how I'm feeling today. Like we're just not doing that. It takes too much time and we just got to focus on the things that we're moving forward on. So focus is that number one skill, right? Now, let me talk to you about the second skill. Before we do that, please, again, like, love, subscribe below. We definitely want to build our base and help us out. If you're not on our email list, go to mrtxre.com. That's our website. Jump on in over there. Make sure you go ahead and get on our website, get on our mailing list, and we'll make sure that we let you know for all the events. We have a lot of events going on, a lot online too. So we can serve both parts of the country. The Midwest, they're here in Texas, and then of course the West Coast. All right, so let's get to the skill number 2. Okay. And that's the ability to take action. So we're in, again, our business is quite simple. The transaction process is simple. And so, we've done a number of deals with private lenders, and we like private lenders, and we got a lot of things going on, and we're taking a lot of our private lenders out. Hopefully they'll come reinvest with us. Got a lot of things going on, right? But private lenders have been a sort of cornerstone of what we work with. And I was on a webinar Sunday, and someone, asked in the Q&A, where do you find private lenders? And I'm like, man, they're everywhere. You just got to start taking action to find them, right? So it sounds simple. It's like, hey, they're everywhere. Well, what does that mean? They're everywhere that you are, right? Jim Rohn says that you are the combination of the 5 closest people to you. If you're looking to invest in real estate, more than likely someone in your circle is also investing in real estate or has done some investments that way. So it's just having a conversation with people you already know inside your sphere. beyond that, it's just that's the action that you need to take. Just have the conversation. And some people are so afraid just to open their mouths, right, that they're not going to get any deals done. So you've got to have the ability to take action, even if it's simply having a conversation, right? And more so on top of that, having the ability to deploy the capital that you have. We run these numbers, and depends on whether it's a duplex, triplex, single family. But here's what we have to say. If you're waiting for real estate, something to happen in the real estate market to get in, you're losing about $2,500 a month. Right? So if you have the resources to buy real estate and the desire to buy real estate, and you're not taking action, you're losing about $2,500 a month. You can come to any one of our 2 days or come to our events. We'll show you the math on that. But here in Houston, you're losing about $2,500 a month. So you've got to take action. You've got to get that stuff moving. You got to get it going in the positive sense. Now, once you have properties, are there things you're going to have to deal with? For sure. Stabilization sucks, right? But you're going to have to go through it. But you can't get there unless you have focus, right? And the ability to take action. So I'd love to see you at our 2-day class. Go to Mrtxre. Take that action if you haven't been to our 2-day class. We have one live coming up in the West Coast. We have some going online. And then we do the big one between the holidays. That's between Christmas and New Year's. We have a really big event. We'd love to see you here. Go to Mrtxrei.com. Check it out. Or if you're really ready to go, you can go ahead and text us at 281-401-9008. 281-401-9008. That's all I have for you today. Focus on what's important to you and take action so that you can become better and have a better life. Thanks, guys.